Reporter asks Socialist how we can afford Medicare for all. Her answer is beyond ignorant. The latest attempt to create universal health care is being called Medicare for all. Socialists like Bernie Sanders are pushing this scheme, but of course, it comes at an immense cost. Independent groups have priced the massive program at roughly $32 trillion. Others say it's actually much higher. Not a huge surprise, we're talking about free health care for 300+ million people. Not to mention the illegals that will flood the border for it. When asked about this price tag, an up-and-coming Democrat was forced to give her response, get a load at how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez explains away the expense. From Town Hall. CNN's Chris Cuomo had her on his show, where she proved once again that she has no clue what she's talking about concerning economic policy. Ocasio-Cortez thinks the military got a $700 billion increase, wrote a $2 trillion check for the Trump tax cuts, and the Medicare for All initiative isn't bad because it would reduce the costs of funerals. We are paying for this system, she said. Americans have the sticker shock of healthcare as it is, and what we're also not talking about is why aren't we incorporating the cost of all the funeral expenses of those who died because they can't afford access to health care. That is part of the cost of our system. What? Ocasio-Cortez claims today's healthcare isn't factoring in funeral expenses. Does that mean Medicare for all will end deaths? How many people are dying because they can't afford access to health care? This isn't the Congo. There are numerous options for people who struggle to get the care they need. But Ocasio-Cortez expertly dodges the question entirely. Medicare for all would be a massive burden on our country, plain and simple. We're taxed too much as it is. Bloated government handouts cost us billions, and people like Bernie Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez want to add to that burden. They claim the richest 1% can shoulder the costs. Yeah, I doubt the super rich are willing to pay for that $32 trillion price tag. The burden will then fall to the middle and working classes. And these are the very people who already struggle to pay for health care. That's what happens when Democrats push for their stupid programs. Everyday people like you and me suffer. Can you